and so that will make the whole concept of our 3 albums completed.
And has it been hard for you to write each album to be contained inside the concept, or has it been quite easy for you?
Actually, in the beginning, we don't think we will write this big story. We just choose, this story in art history we're very interested in, and then we write this. And then when the next album, we're thinking about, that story is interesting, and we can write this. And then we found out that they're all connected. Yeah, so that's what things happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one of the things that just happened to you recently was that you were announced as the Gore Zone Gourmet of the Year, 2010. How did that happen? How did that come about?
I don't know. it just happened, and I think because that magazine, Gore Zone, every year they have a vote for a gourmet. That means maybe the girl that looks sexy, weird, and horrible. They will be nominated by the magazine, and I think my my style in Chthonic maybe impressed that magazine, so that's why I was being nominated, and then I won the award.
Was it kind of a weird honour for you to get? Was it a bit like you kind of just sitting there going, how did I get this?
Yeah. And because last year I was acting in a movie, and that movie is it's not a horrible movie, it's a serious topic about society, the dark side of the society. And when I was nominated by Gore Zone magazine, and they say gourmet, blah 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 blah, Doris, yeah, and then the movie's name I was in. I was thinking about, wow, that movie is not a horrible movie, it's just a society topic movie. And in the end, the record company told me it's because they're not because you were in the movie, it's because your style in the music, in the band. So okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
And the movie that you were in, Tears, how did you get involved in being in the movie?
Actually, the director is my friend, and we have a NGO organization in Taiwan, and we push some public issues. And at that time, there's some musicians, directors, actors, actresses formed that NGO organization. So at that time, the director asked me in the meeting that, can you be involved in my movie? And that will be a sexy role. How to say? The girl who sold the betel nut.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I said, wow, can you find somebody else, because I never ever been in any movie. And he said, I think you are very good. I think you will be good in the movie. So I just tried. Yeah.
And you're a band that outside of your music, you get involved in quite political issues, you get involved in things that you believe in. And do you feel that it's important for musicians and people with sort of certain status in society to kind of put their voice forwards to help issues that they believe in?
Yeah, I think it's very natural, like Rage Against Machine, or like Mr. Boys, and a lot of bands, even Madonna, and they have their own political issues in their mind. I think everybody has that, but sometimes they want to earn more crowds, so they hide it. But I don't know, our band is we don't hide anything. We think if we have something to say, to speak out, we just speak out. But in our music, we don't talk about politics, we only talk about history. and the story recreated. But besides music, sometimes we'll talk about politics, or like what I just said, we have a non-profit organization, and we will care about the elections or something like that, or the human rights in East Asia. We have met Dalai Lama two or three times, and we held Free Tibet concert in Taiwan twice. And that means I think we are not only, so it sometimes it's weird for us to be categorized as a black metal, because our behavior maybe for the Western people this is a little bit weird. Why a black metal? They would care about politics, but in my point of view, for us it's very natural. It's very natural. We're born in this kind of environment, so we sometimes we're angry about political atmosphere, so we want to speak out, and our history was destroyed by the other countries, by the government, by the ruled government, and there's some anger inside our heart, so we use this kind of music to speak out. At the same time, because we care about this issue, so at the same time we will speak this issue in other places. So when people ask us why we will care politics, I think I will always answer, why not? Yeah, because it's natural. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like you said, like when people see you as a black metal band, they just associate the stigma that's with it. So it's kind of like that whole breaking the sort of stereotype, if you will.
Yeah, I think maybe it's hard for them, or it really needs time for Western people to understand our culture and Chthonic music. So at first time they will think about, oh, you're the way you scream, the vocal, or the way you're playing is like black metal, so they categorize you as a black metal. And but sometimes we feel it's weird, because as we know that most part of black metal, they are anti-Christian, Christian, and Doris, Satanists. But if you look into our music and the story, you will know it's totally different.
Yeah.
We're talking about. Yeah.
That's what I mean. You're not the typical black metal band. You're not all about hail Satan, burning churches, things like that. So the music's quite rich and quite diverse.
Yeah, there are not too much church in Taiwan. We only have temple. Yeah, and more Buddhism in Taiwan. So that's like only 5% of Christian in Taiwan. So we don't have that culture.
And what's next for you guys after this tour? What are you going to be doing between now and sort of recording the new album?
We will have 2 shows in Taiwan. It's a big concert in Taiwan, our headline concert in Taiwan. And then we will focus on our next album. And we plan to go to the studio in March, next March. And then we will join, we will play in some festivals and tours in Europe over the middle of next year. Yeah.
Okay. And do you have a message lastly for any of the Chthonic fans out there that are going to be watching?
I think you should definitely see our shows and come to see our live, or check our YouTube website, and you will find something really different and something really interesting in the metal scene. It's a new thing, and you should know it. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you.